Mastering auditing and compliance. Internal audit insiders secretly judge compliance programs' effectiveness. Who within the internal audit function is responsible for evaluating the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs, and what steps do they take to assess the overall operational excellence of these programs? The responsibility for evaluating the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs within the internal audit function typically lies with the Chief Audit Executive, CAE, or the Compliance Audit Director. These individuals oversee the internal audit team, which includes audit professionals with expertise in auditing compliance programs. The CAE or Compliance Audit Director is responsible for assessing the overall operational excellence of compliance programs by taking the following steps. 1. Risk assessment. Identify and assess the risks associated with non-compliance, focusing on high-risk areas, such as regulatory requirements, industry standards, and internal policies. This involves analyzing the organization's compliance landscape, including its policies, procedures, and controls. 2. Compliance Program Review. Review the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs, including policies, procedures, and controls. This involves evaluating the compliance program's governance structure, risk assessment processes, compliance training programs, and reporting mechanisms. 3. Audit planning. Develop an audit plan that focuses on high-risk areas, prioritizing those areas that are most critical to the organization's compliance posture. The audit plan should include procedures to assess the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs. 4. Audit procedures. Perform audit procedures to assess the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs. These procedures may include: A. Documentation review. Review documentation, such as policies, procedures, and training records, to ensure they are up-to-date, comprehensive, and properly approved. B. Process walkthroughs. Conduct process walkthroughs to observe compliance processes, identifying gaps or weaknesses in the design or operation of controls. C. Interviews. Conduct interviews with employees, management, and other stakeholders to gather information about their roles, responsibilities, and understanding of compliance requirements. D. Transaction testing. Perform transaction testing to verify that compliance controls are operating effectively in practice. 5. Audit reporting. Prepare audit reports that document findings, recommendations, and action plans. These reports should provide an assessment of the overall operational excellence of compliance programs, highlighting areas of strength and weakness. 6. Recommendations and action plans. Provide recommendations for improving the design and operating effectiveness of compliance programs, along with action plans to remediate identified weaknesses. 7. Follow-up and verification. Perform follow-up procedures to verify that recommended actions have been implemented and are operating effectively. 8. Continuous monitoring. Continuously monitor compliance programs to identify emerging risks, changes in regulatory requirements, or other factors that may impact the organization's compliance posture. 9. Collaboration with management. Collaborate with management to ensure that compliance programs are aligned with organizational objectives, and that management is aware of its responsibilities in maintaining effective compliance programs. 10. Quality assurance. Ensure that internal audit procedures are followed, and that audit work products meet professional standards, such as those set by the Institute of Internal Auditors, IIA. By following these steps, the CAE or Compliance Audit Director can assess the overall operational excellence of compliance programs, identifying areas for improvement and providing recommendations for enhancing the effectiveness of these programs.